Smaller details when it comes to your analysis will determine whether that trade is going to turn out to a profit or whether that trade is going to turn out as a loss. Now, I had two trades, that is gold trade and the Euro GBP. One of them turned out to be a loss and the other one turned out to be a win. And it's all because the other one I concentrated on a certain details or tiny one, and the other one I missed out on a very tiny detail. So let me just show you what I'm talking about real quick in the market. Good. Now, before we get started, I'll show you. Let's just start with the Euro GBP let's just start with the gold trade before we dive into Euro GBP, right? So just a minute, let me show you gold trade before. That was yesterday when I took that trade right here. So if you try to zoom over here, you'll see that was on April 28th, right? April 28th when I took that trade. So I'll take it back and show you how the market was, why I took that trade, and the little detail that I did miss, making that trade to turn out as a loss. Good. Now, this is gold trade right here. Based on my analysis, everything was looking good. I had all the confluence, right? And the market gave me a sign, or the market told me, yo, I'm ready to go down, right? I'm ready to continue with this downtrend, right? So this is it. If I remember clearly, I did take that entry around this level right here. I think, let's just take it to the H1 real quick. I need to show you. Yeah, right here. I think I did take that trade the moment this candlestick closed, right there. And my stop loss, I think, was above right there. And my anticipation basically was to ride this wave all the way, maybe to around that level right there. Correct. Now, as you'll see how the trade turned out to be. 1 minute I was in a profit, and then the next minute gold started reversing, consolidating before reversing at the end of the day. So I saw almost 4,000 points. So that means, I think that means I entered around maybe, maybe around that level, because I almost saw 4,000 points. Probably. Right there. So you all see what happened, right? So let me just show you the details that I made. But before showing you the details that I missed, let me show you my analysis why I was anticipating a sell on gold before all this madness, right? Good. Now, if you understand price movement, you'll understand that yes, we were in an uptrend right here. The market was moving in a series of a higher high and higher low, something like that. And we also saw that gold broke out of this channel, that uptrend right here broke and went back in this nature, giving us a reversal, and that was the double top, right? Confirming that we were in a downtrend. So the moment I saw that double top, and I'm like, okay, let me just wait for a pullback. That was on Friday. Let me wait for a pullback. When Monday opens, I look for my entry property, right? And yes, that is what gold did basically. We also gold giving us this as an impulse phase. Just a minute. Gold giving us this as an impulse phase, and I said, okay, let me wait for a pullback right there and look for my sell position, to take it all the way down. So now going back to the 15 minutes, that's where I was waiting for my entry. You understand that this is another structure that the market gave us right here, and I'm like, okay, let's bring in that right there. Now if you look at this clearly, basically you'll understand that the market also gave us another confirmation that this is a left shoulder right there, this is a head right there, and this was a right shoulder. So that just told me that get ready to look for your selling entry. And that is when I went in on gold, anticipating that we should continue pushing all the way down. And at the same time, let me just take it back to the H1. If we have this right here, I think you guys can see this pattern. I believe this is something like symmetrical triangle that she did break out of, right? Let's just bring it right here. So that was my anticipation. Take gold all the way down, and you know, 1 minute I was in profit, like I said before. Then the next minute gold started consolidating, and at the end of the day, she did take me out. So what small detail did I miss? I'll give you a minute and maybe try to figure out what detail I missed, right? Good. Now, based on our analysis, I think you can see that everything was making sense. I had all confidence, so this is a good trade. You know, don't regret it, because I did take it based on my confidence, based on my age. So just missing out smaller details. So let me just show you the small detail that I'm talking about. Now, if you look at this break right here, that's like an impulse, right? So the gold broke out of that trend, this one right here. I'm talking about this uptrend right here. It did break out of that uptrend with an impulse phase, right? So this was what gold was supposed to do. Maybe go back, hit this level, sorry, then now create a new low. Then the moment she took out this new low, I was supposed to wait for, you know, another retest and then look for my entry property. In essence, that she's creating a new trend. Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and the lower high. So I was supposed to look for my sell position of that lower high. But now, if you look at what gold did, basically, this was the new lower low that she did create. This is the new lower low that gold created, right? And let's just mark out that new lower low right here. Come on. This is the new lower low. Let's just have it right there. Now we look for a level that she did reverse from to call it a new lower high. Now if you look at this, she went up, created this level right here as our new lower high. So let's just call them out so that you don't miss a thing. So right here I can call it a lower low, maybe have it as lower low, and then over here I can call it as a new lower high, something like that. Correct. Now I was supposed to wait for gold to take out this new lower low that she did create, because yes, I'm looking for sales. Then let the market create a new low, break it, then, you know, look for my entry position, right? Something like this, lower low, lower high. Then now the moment she broke, I was like, okay, now let me wait for a new lower high, pullback, and that is where I was supposed to look for my entry. But then I went in not seeing that gold was moving sideways. Small details. So at the end of the day, I got burned, which is okay. At the same, as always, I'm always risking 1%, so that's okay. But then Euro GBP has already taken care of that joint, right? One thing about Euro GBP, took a week holding this trade. That was, I mean, I did take that position last week, and until now she's still playing out so slow. You cannot compare Euro GBP and gold, right? So let me show you how I took that trade, and that was based off 1 minute entry. Real quick, let me just delete everything and take it back to Euro GBP. Before that, let me show you Euro GBP before, when she was playing out, when I was giving out that signal right here. And I'll help you guys to zoom in. That was on April 23rd when I was taking that entry based on the 1 minute. Once again, if you zoom in, you can see this is 1. That means that's 1 minute, right? So, and I said, yo, this is a quick scalp, because I thought that, yo, she was going to, you know, play out within a day or within 4 hours, then call it a day. And I said, yo, that's based on 1 minute, very risky. But then I took it, right? So, when was 23rd? 23rd was last week, Wednesday, and today is 29th, which is on a Tuesday. So let's just call it a 1 week, right? That's when I took the trade, quick scalp. And let's just see how she played out. Right here, update on Euro GBP, 20 pips profit from my entry. This was the same day, 23rd, I believe, an hour later. And yeah, I did take the trade, you understand? So let's just see. Okay, right here. So this was the third day and the Euro GBP still boring, so slow. And I'm like, okay, this is the third day and our low stand still struggling at 36 pips only. I even forgot about this trade. As usual, it's either stop loss or take profit. Guys, that's my policy. It's either the market goes and hit my stop loss or hit my take profit. So let the market do stick, right? So imagine 3 days holding only to be floating 36 pips. Crazy. And I believe yesterday I'm like, okay, update on Euro GBP, 30 pips left to take profit. I hope you guys are making money because I gave them that signal. So let's just go back to Euro GBP and analyze that trade for you guys so that you also can catch such trades. So one thing about Euro GBP is, I was looking for buys, but waiting for price to go back and retest my third touch of the higher low so that I can look for my buy. But then I say to myself, instead of waiting for the market to continue dropping, how about I scalp this joint? That's why you see me saying, okay, this is a quick scalp. How about I scalp this trade so that I can catch that drop before looking for buys, right? So this is it. Now, price gave me a lower low right here, went back to create a double top, another. Now if you look at this channel or this pattern right here, somehow looks like our golden pattern, right? The symmetrical triangle thing. But then now if you look at this, there's a difference, right? The other one, let's just let's just take it back on gold. I want to show the difference. You might think that, oh, they're the same, but let me just show you some. Let me show you something. Right, so if I take this from this joint all the way to this level right here, and then I think I should copy, then let's take it back to Euro GBP, and then let's compare so that you guys can see that they're not the same. They look the same, but smaller details, right? Now, if I paste it right here, okay, let's just allow that. I bet this was supposed to happen, so I think let's just do this. I think I should just take it back to the daily before I zoom out this. So maybe even the weekly. So you see that analysis or from the weekly on Euro GBP. Yo, she's crazy. Come on, yo. Crazy. Yo. Yeah. So I think I should make it more tiny. Okay. Just a mini game. I don't know what's on it. Let's bring it in. Where is it? I lost it. Yo, she's crazy. Still zoom in. But anyway, let me just draw it for you guys to see. So I think I'll go back to the H4 and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Correct. So if I zoom in, this is how let's just draw in our symmetrical triangle from the golden thing. She did this, then some like double top, but then she dropped, right? So let's go to the H1. I think some like this, right? So this is it. Now there's this difference. If we take out this and bring it around this level, you'll see this one had a new low. She created a new low right here, right? This one created a new low, somewhere like that. And then if you compare that to this one never created any low. She just broke with an impulse phase, right? So that's the difference. So let's just continue with the analysis. So when I saw that happening, and I'm like, okay, let me just look for my entry property, because why? This one also created another double top right here, something like this. And then broke out of that new low, yes, with an impulse. I'm talking about this new low right here. She broke out of that new low with an impulse phase. Then I went back for a retest. Now, how did she go back, to give us that retest, right? So let's just take it to the 15. Now, if you look at the 15-minute time frame, we had this right here. Just a minute. Let me show you this. If I hide this from the 15-minute time frame, she did this, went back with an impulse phase, that is a pullback, then came back, and I'm like, yo, that does not tell us that she's ready to go back or to start dropping, And I'm like, let me just wait for another liquidity grab, if that's how you guys call it. Going back to grab this liquidity, taking out people's stop loss. Then I'm like, okay, once she does that, I don't want to see the market pushing back or dropping, creating a new low once again. Go back and then take out that new low. And I'm talking about this new low right here. And that is exactly what price did. And if you see, now another incident or another problem is she broke out of that new low with another impulse phase. So now that is when I went to the 1-minute time frame. Let's take it back. Just a minute. Let me show you what I'm talking about when you go to the 1 minute right here. Now when we go to the 1 minute, you see, oh come on, I think I need to log that, something like this. Now she went back to retest this level that she broke off the 50 minutes that we just identified. And if you look at this channel 2 right here, she did break. And how did she break, guys? You remember what I've talked about some minutes ago? I said, once I see price, going to retest that support or resistance level, I need to see an impulse phase. Then the moment she creates a new low, taking out that new low, then we should be going in, right? And that is what she did. That is what she did. And I said, yo, I'm taking that trade. Let's just say right here. I hope you guys can see that, right? I said I'm taking that trade, and let's see what the market did. Price really respected that 1 minute time frame, and of course my anticipation is to target this level right here, because I still believe that Euro GBP will try to go back or hit this level right here before we start looking for now our long position. I hope that makes sense. All right, guys, so once again, guys, if you don't have a trading capital, you need to check Funded Next, one of the best platform. And if you're trading futures, whether you are in the US, this is the right time. Join Funded Next Futures, right? Futures market, I think, is very awesome. The market over there is not full of noise compared to the Forex market, right? Futures is so amazing. Funded Next Futures rules also beats all platform that offer futures. Try to join Funded Next Futures, or whether you're trading Forex, you can try to join Funded Next Challenge. We have Stellar Light account, we have Stellar account, right? So links in the description box below, and also you can check my Telegram channel link also in the description box below. Now, if you want to learn more about Forex trading, watch this video.